Walter, Chaplain Bryant, Master Davis, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming today as we get a chance to honor Mr. Daniel Geurin as he commissions as a second lieutenant. I've been rubbing the whole thing in about Mr. Geurin for a couple days, for a day and a half now. He officially became a civilian yesterday on the 5th, and today at now he becomes a second lieutenant in the chaplain corps. As a chaplain candidate or staff specialist is what we call it. I first met Specialist Geurin last spring at a graduation ceremony. He hit me up immediately. I think he honed in on the cross, and we began talking, got to serve with him at chapel over at Wheeler Chapel, and really enjoyed getting to know him last year or so as he prepares for this ministry and this long period of time becoming a chaplain. If you don't know, we start now. He goes to seminary this fall, does about 3 years of seminary, 13 weeks of chaplain basic officer leadership course over about 3 to 4 years, gets a couple years ministry experience in there, and then it officially becomes a chaplain. So it's a little bit of a long road. Ask that God would continue to teach him patience as he's been learning the last year or so, and get a chance to see him become a chaplain and watch God work in him as he trains during this time too. So with that, Specialist Geurin, if you come up here, and I'll ask that you stand right on the crest there, face them, and publish the orders.
All right. The Secretary of the Army has directed that you be informed that by the direction of the President, you are appointed as a reserve officer of the Army in the grade of Second Lieutenant. Signed, William B. Brown, Jr., Lieutenant Colonel, Chief Accessions Branch.
She's got an arm?
I don't want that ring.
Good job.
That was funny, wasn't it? I could.
So if you don't know, we just pinned 2 things on him. This is the staff specialist badge known as the dead cockroach or the bird that flew over. But really there's 3 things on it. There's a wreath, there's a book, a holy book, and a shepherd's crook, depicting what we do as chaplains going forward. But Lord willing, soon that'll be replaced by a cross. So you would come back that direction. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Daniel Scott Geurin,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
upon the office of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God. For starters, I'd like to thank Chaplain Bryant, Lieutenant Colonel Walter, and Master Sergeant Davis for attending. Thank you all for coming. This has been a long road, to say the least. As Hodge can attest, middle of OSID, I said I want to be a chaplain. Originally, I joined the infantry because I wanted to be there for people when they went through their darkest moments. And as I'd come more and more to realize, when the spear moves, it's not just the tip. It's not just the infantry, it's everyone. And I want to pursue a position where I can help everyone, where I can be there for everyone, and where I can showcase the light of God